In a revelation that has left many Americans stunned, reports have emerged that Bishop T.D. Jakes, one of the most prominent faith leaders in the country, may have collaborated with former President Donald Trump on a controversial initiative. This bombshell raises urgent questions about the intersection of faith, politics, and power, and whether Jakes' involvement represents a betrayal of his moral authority or a strategic move to influence policy for the greater good. For a man whose sermons have inspired millions and whose reputation has been built on a platform of community upliftment, this revelation has sparked heated debate. Critics argue it's an unprecedented overreach into the political arena, while supporters insist it's a once-in-a-generation opportunity for the church to enact real change. The collaboration in question reportedly centers around Trump's urban redevelopment initiatives, which have long been criticized for prioritizing corporate interests over struggling communities. Insiders claim that Jakes acted as an advisor, offering his expertise to help shape policies aimed at revitalizing economically disadvantaged areas. But many fear these policies may have exacerbated gentrification, displacing the very communities they were intended to help. Leaked documents suggest that Jakes' involvement was more than ceremonial, raising the stakes for a leader whose influence stretches far beyond the pulpit. This revelation has sparked widespread outrage among Jakes' followers, many of whom see his involvement with Trump as a betrayal of his commitment to social justice. How can he preach about lifting up the downtrodden while working with someone whose policies often hurt the most vulnerable? One critic demanded. Others, however, argue that Jakes' involvement reflects bold leadership, a willingness to engage with powerful figures to drive meaningful change. "You don't affect change by staying on the sidelines," one supporter countered. This is what true leadership looks like. This moment mirrors other contentious alliances in history, such as the uneasy coalitions that formed during Brexit negotiations or the controversial compromises of the civil rights movement. The stakes now, as then, are immense. Will this collaboration be remembered as a turning point for progress or a dark chapter of misplaced trust? Analysts warn that Jakes' reputation, and the broader influence of the faith community, could hang in the balance. If the policies fail to deliver tangible benefits, or if they are exposed as serving corporate interests over people, the fallout could be devastating. Public figures and community activists have not held back. Critics argue that Jakes' involvement with Trump legitimizes a presidency many view as divisive. "This isn't about helping communities, it's about consolidating power," one activist declared. Supporters, meanwhile, point to the potential long-term benefits. If these policies succeed, they could transform struggling neighborhoods and set a precedent for future collaborations between faith leaders and political figures, one analyst suggested. The controversy surrounding T.D. Jakes and Donald Trump underscores the nation's broader struggle with trust in its leaders. At a time of unprecedented division, the lines between politics, faith, and morality have become increasingly blurred. This moment could mark the beginning of a new era of influence for faith leaders, or the end of Jakes' once untouchable legacy. What do you think about T.D. Jakes' involvement with Donald Trump? Is it a betrayal of his moral authority, or a necessary step to enact change? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our growing community. Together, we can hold leaders accountable and shape a brighter future for all.